Guess who's back? Back again. Juljas back. European War 4. A lot of you have been waiting for this freaking game to be looked at, and it's all the terrible things about it. So, yeah, I'm sorry for destroying your hopes and dreams, but European War 4 has a better map than a lot of these tech games, but it's still not perfect. How come only 22.8% of you are subscribed to this channel? We need more people on this channel. There's more views, so there's also a need for more subs. If you subscribe right now, you will get a free copy of Oxygen to your lungs from me directly. So sub to me. Let's get right into it. Obviously we start off in Spain once again. This time the shape isn't too terrible, I have to admit. They even added all the free Balearic Islands, which is an improvement. They kind of forgot Gibraltar. I think here should be like a little point still, but that's a very, very minor-ish thing. Portugal looks a little slim over here. I would like to see a little bit more land there, then it would make a bit more sense. Overall it's a little bit thick and the angle is a bit weird of Spain. I think it's tilted a little bit too much. Let's go to GB. GB, I feel like, is actually pretty well done, I have to say. For an East Tech game, they didn't do too bad this time. The general form is quite correct, actually. They have little shapes here. I mean, there's little here's and there, like Ireland here, this is a bit of a big lake. This here maybe shouldn't be here. This here, these could be still land as well. But overall, not too bad. They even have the Isle of Man. Scotland doesn't look too terrible. They added some islands. Actually, GB, I think I'm pretty pleased with. France, I already liked it. The borders are pretty correct. They already have a bit more land than they, than the normal France has, which we're used to. So it's pretty correct for the time. Even in the south here, Italy, the conquest kind of already has started. The attack on Sardinia is already going on. That's also great. Overall, again, here maybe some land could be added as well. But again, it's not too terrible. But there we count Switzerland, which is... Why do you always do Switzerland like that? Switzerland just looks like a blob. I mean, maybe they should like remove one or two tiles here to make it a bit more logical. I just quite don't like the shape. It's not the shape it is now today in Switzerland, so just be wary of that. But yeah, I have to say this is a lot of a better map because I have to kind of now be quite nitpicky about it. Sardinia is not too bad, can't say a lot. Sicily is a little bit too small. It's not smaller than Sardinia, I don't think so. It should be made a little bit longer. Maybe like still a bit land, but not too terrible. The distance between Sardinia and the southern soul of Italy is a bit wrong. And Italy should be about till here, so Italy should go about till here. But again, pretty detailed. I do believe that that's a bit an issue here. This little thing here is a bit too much. This here could be land as well, this maybe could be land as well too. But again, a lot of details I have to pick out here. The Balkans for once aren't terrible, they're actually pretty large for once. Denmark is again a weak spot since a lot of islands are missing. They just added some random islands. And they're missing a little bit of Schleswig. They had a bit more territory around this time, so they could have still these two, maybe 3 pieces of land here. Sweden, not too bad, I have to say. Poland wasn't a thing yet at this time, but let's ignore that fact. Yeah, Russia once again is a little bit weird. Kiev is a little bit too much tilted inward. It should be probably more around here-ish. This should kind of be less connected, maybe one tile missing here. But again, I'm very, very nitpicky. Let's look at the countries. Like I said, Portugal, this is a bit of land. Otherwise not too bad. Maybe this one here is a bit too much. Spain and France, I did get this border a little bit wrong. I feel like it should be a little bit straighter. It's very curvy. Like these two tiles here maybe won't be necessary to be on the French side. France, like I said, I like the borders. Make a lot of sense. GB is fine as well. The Netherlands have a bit too much territory. Why are they so large? By the way, why did Austria swallow all of the HRE? There was a lot of little states here. Why did they just swallow all of it? I mean, I understand for game simplicity, but it's just not correct. Prussia is a bit weird. They should have a lot more scattered territories. What else is there? The Austrian Ottoman territory is generally quite okay. The Austrians should have a bit more of Croatia though, so maybe still a little bit of land here would make sense. Italy is already too united. It was more divided around this time. Maybe should divide it a bit more. But again, maybe for game simplicity they just put it together, but there was a lot more little kingdoms going on here, like the Toscana or the Pope actually. So yeah, that's still missing. Denmark kind of makes sense because they still own Norway. Sweden also makes sense because they were also there. Finland actually was Swedish around this time still, so this is wrong. This should be Swedish, but again, maybe it just would look a bit weird. Baltic again is a little bit tiny. But it's not too terrible actually. The Baltic, for once they added it at least, it's not too terrible. I won't complain too much about the Baltic. Generally, just Austria is a big issue, it's just wrong generally. Like a lot of other places make sense, like France makes sense, GB makes sense, Spain, Portugal, but Austria, Hungary, no, it's just Austria this time, not Austria, Hungary. Gotta be correct. Austria just doesn't really make a lot of sense. Prussia could be a bit thicker. Yeah, two Sicilies aren't too bad actually. The territories are a little bit wrong. Maybe this one here could be still from Italy, this one as well, if they would divide it up a bit more. The Ottoman Empire. Let's look at that for a second. Yeah, they added a lot of little islands, which I like. They should do this more often. Greece makes a lot more sense than it usually does, for once. Bulgaria as well. Wallachia also isn't too bad. Could be. Maybe could have a little bit more territories around here. The Ottomans. Yeah, so the Ottomans should get a little bit more here. The Austro-Hungarians should get a little bit more here. And they still should have this part here of Italy. I forgot how it's called right now because I'm dumb, but this here should not be Italian yet. So tell me if you still see something. I right now can't find anything else. Let's quickly have a little look at another conquest, just for example, over Europe, since I'm not going to look at America, since I don't really know a lot about America. Let's look at 1806. Zooming out. Oh, they actually added the Confederation of the Rhine. Portugal's too thick here, to be honest. Okay, Africa they added as well to join. Yeah. Tons of generals everywhere. Here again, too much Italy. Yeah, I could go into this all the time, but this time actually they got Austria right. Why did they get Austria so wrong before? I don't quite understand. Prussia here looks very blobby. So they could do it better, I have to say, but generally, quite a good map for an easy tech game. I'm nitpicking here. Tell me if there's other games where I could do this in. Not only easy tech games, just send me like suggestions for games which have bad maps. I would like to review those as well. And special thank Special shout out to Victor SMG, Rovanian11, Revolution, hashtag 3299, Martin Bar, Dodge 1937, and Colette Yusha for being amazing supporters of this channel. Thank you so much, you 6 boys. If anybody of you wants to join this club of amazing people, please do become a member. Thank you for watching. Have a nice and bye.